For the Ekiti governorship elections, we did not engage in a training of ad hoc. We only trained our short-term observers because we had deployed 76 short-term who are indigents of Ekiti state. Many of them have jobs. So those are the people we trained and deployed. We did not train ad hoc because we didn't have any requests for training of ad hoc staff for the elections. What we saw was that INEC did a lot of training for the ad hoc staff. But on top of that, for the Ekiti elections, we did some other things. We did on the 10th of June, before election, we did what we call a 1,000 women march. We've done that in many states, and even the neighboring state Osun in 2018. And the 1,000 march is one of the avenues that we use to reach out to women. Now we brought in women, the civil society organization, gender, people with disabilities. We involve students. Like we kicked off the program at an All Souls school, grammar school at Inn Road. So we partnered with the school authorities and we engaged the SS2, SS3s. Many of them had the PVCs, so we engaged them and their teachers. So we brought in the youth corpus. We brought in a lot of civil servants. We brought in nurses. We brought in teachers. We brought in faith-based organizations. We brought them in there, and of course we partner with the Independent Electoral Commission (INEC), and we did that work. We went on the streets of Ekiti. We spoke to people to shun violence. We spoke to the women to speak to their husbands, to their boyfriends, their children and their brothers, that there is no need for violence. There is no need, because before then we had a pocket of violence at some political gatherings and rallies of some political parties. The information came to us, so we told them that there is no need, because after the 2022 Ekiti governorship election, there will still be Ekiti state. So that's what we did. We went all out, for over 5 hours, with the police escorts, because we wrote to the commissioner of police and he gave us assistance for police protection. We also wrote to the sector commander, Federal Road Safety, and they also gave us a team to keep the traffic in order. So we did that, and we saw people, even as we were going on the street, people were talking to us, and we told them again that they still had time to collect their PVC. They should go and collect their PVC, but they still had a week to do that. So, and that helped, because after that interaction and engagement that we did with the people, we discovered through the Independent National Electoral Commission, a lot of people still turn up. Many thought maybe, they can't get their PVCs again, but people came, good numbers, still turn up to get their PVCs, which enabled them to cast their votes on Saturday. Our intelligence team came here in March and did their intelligence reporting and mapping. That's what we do to see. They brought to the board what they saw on the ground and what they could advise us. So we saw that people they had finished the primaries and they had 16 candidates. So it was ripe for us now to go and start putting the office together. So the first time we were here, advanced team, was in April. That was when we even recruited the 76 persons. That was April. So we recruited them and started training them, and that was why we were able to have an effective exercise, because by the code of conduct, especially international code of conduct that is governing the observation mission, you cannot say elections were credible or free and fair or when you were not in all the places. So we had 16 coordinators which represented the 16 LGAs here. We also had 3 senatorial coordinators which were there for the 3 senatorial districts. So liaising with the coordinators and other people on the field to make sure that they did a good work and come back to us so we can have a good, robust report to give to the Nigerian government through INEC about the elections.
You spoke about training 76 people.
Yes.
Will these 76 people be enough to monitor this number of polling units? I guess running to almost 2,000?
Yes, that's a question. The polling unit was 2,445 polling units. Yes, we had 76, like we said, but in observing elections, like though we had 76 people on the field, we have a way of mapping up, getting information, because we had an online situation room which we made public. So like I said, we were here since April, and we're speaking to a lot of organizations, civil societies, and partnering with them. Many of them, we know that they gave us a database of the people that had PVCs, which we used to calculate those who will be able to vote. So these are the people we gave access to our situation room. Many of them did a lot of observation too, because that's what I can say. Because when they send reports, they sent us pictures and videos, and the people were on the ground now liaised with it and picked the ones that are necessary, because they were huge, so much. We have so many things from the field. So that's the job of the ones on the field, to take the ones that will be necessary, because not all the things that you hear on the field that the Independent National Electoral Commission can work on, or the security can work on, or government. So those are the things that we are still even sorting now, because we have a lot of things that these partners did for us. That's what we did, sir.
Yes. Let me ask you this. Are you the only international observer region grant that observed this last Saturday?
No. INEC gave accreditation to 8 international observer groups, and these groups are the US Embassy, the British High Commission, the Canadian High Commission, the European Union, International Republican Institute, that's IRI, National Democratic Institute, that's NDI, IFES, and Pan-African Women's Project. So we are one of the 8 international. Then INEC also gave accreditation to 76 domestic observer groups. So these bodies of different civil societies were the people that observed elections.
People of the Fountain.